Hi guys, I'm gonna do a quick video on leverage ETFs. Mainly, I use SPXL, which is S&P 500 leverage 3 times, and TQQQ, which is the Nasdaq 100 leverage 3 times. And I just want to say that I love them. I have not found one person on YouTube that loves them. Everyone's so negative on them, and I think they're awesome. As long as you stay hedged and take profits, I think they're awesome. And I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna show you performance, past performance, and you decide. But I just want I'm making this video uh, to let you guys know that I love them and I think they work really well. Let's get the disclosures out of the way and then we'll dig into the numbers a little bit. Just remember this video is for educational purposes only. Investing involves risk. Only invest the amount of money you can afford to lose and invest at your own risk. Past performance, no guarantee of future results. The value of investments and the income derived from them can go down as well as up. Future returns are not guaranteed and loss of principal may occur. The information contained here is not intended to be used as sole basis for an investment decision and is not a recommendation to buy or sell any security. So, especially after a dip like we had last year, to me, it's a no-brainer to buy leverage ETFs. They are very risky, obviously, but look, last year I was up, I believe I was in the green, not a lot. I believe I was up about 2%, but I was in the green last year, as bad as a year we had. I hedged, I picked up the hedges when we had the dips, put them back on once we were up, and I always kept a ton of cash on the side. And, I was in the green, as bad of a year as we had last year. You can go back to beginning of this year and you'll see my performance for last year. It was in the green. But so that's how I play them. I stay hedged and always have a ton of cash to either buy the dips or to hedge. And then when you hedge, once you get dips, then you can I always take profit, so then I have extra cash to buy more. And that's the only time, once we have fairly good dips, that is the only time I'm not hedged. Otherwise, like now, I'm hedged. Whenever you were in the green, especially quite a bit, I always stayed hedged. So that's my recommendation. So always have a lot of cash. I wrote a couple of notes here. And then always, most of the time, not always be hedged. And so let's go over the numbers for those. Let's start with SPXL. So I printed here inception date on SPXL is 11/05/2008. There's from my account, there's a copy of, and you see at the bottom their inception date, 11/05/2008. And here are the returns for the SPXL. And you can see the return as SPXL compared to the S&P 500. And we're not even at the top of the market. We're not even 4,800. We're still below 4,400. Okay, and there you go. There are the returns. You see the returns for SPXL on top and S&P 500. It's beating up almost 15% higher than the S&P 500. And you know what? With the hedging, a lot of times you may lose money on that hedging. With the hedging and having a lot of cash, I'm probably not going to get 23% return, but even if I get 20%, that's double the S&P 500. To me, it's a no-brainer. Okay, now let's go over TQQQ. TQQQ is a triple leverage of the Nasdaq 100. And it's a lot more volatile than the SPXL, just because it's fewer stocks. Technology tends to be more volatile. And another thing I was going to show you on this one, and look on this one, look at there are $2.7 billion in assets. So that's a lot of money. A lot of people that think, hey, those things work. Now check out the TQQQ, okay? $15.4 billion in assets in the TQQQ, you know, especially after the big dip we had last year. And now and then the inception date on this is 2/09/2010, okay? And return since inception, 37.6 return since inception, as you can see down there, compared to you know what, I don't see the Nasdaq. I thought I saw the Nasdaq return somewhere over the same time, but I don't see it over here, which they really should have it as comparable as a comp. But anyway, especially right now with AI. I mean, if you don't believe in AI, and that's, I mainly believe that it's going to increase productivity so much that it's a no-brainer to invest in those companies right now. And I love ETFs because it's not only the big ones. I know that's a big percentage of the big ones, but you have small ones coming up. You have no idea which ones they are. But if you buy an ETF like that, you know, you're gonna share in the growth of those smaller companies as well. And so anyway, this video is just to show you a little bit of performance. Now, I understand a lot of people are saying that, oh, the last 10 years been a bull market, and, you know, we're not going to repeat that. But you know what? I didn't think we'll probably, until AI showed what it can do, I didn't believe that we could, but now we could. But even if we don't, if it's not 37%, let's say it's 25%, 20%, that still beats all of the averages, you know. And the downside can be very brutal. It can be very brutal, but that's why I always stay hedged, especially when we're up. And I take profits once I get a double or triple. I'm in, let's see, I wrote somewhere. Where did I write it? I wrote it somewhere. I'm, off the top of my head, I'm up, I thought I did write it somewhere. But I'm on TQQQ, I'm up 60%. On SPXL, I'm up about 27%, you know. And once they double, triple, I'm going to probably start taking some profits. So the plan is stay in a lot of cash when you use those, have a lot of cash on the side, stay leveraged, and you know, always be ready to buy some more on the way down. And then the third thing is to take profits, you know. And then when it pulls down, like, they can be brutal, but you can't have your whole portfolio in something like this. If you have a small amount, you know, anything under 10,000, maybe under 50,000, maybe you can go without having leverage. Or if you buy only, you know, $10,000 in TQQQ, you know, then you can probably just leave it alone. I saw, and I didn't run those numbers, but I saw a video where if you bought TQQQ at inception, right now you would have $850,000. So, you know, $10,000, you know, there's not, when it comes to investing, it's not that much. You know, you can do something like that, you know. But if you have a bigger amounts like I do, SPX, I believe it's about 60% of my portfolio. TQQQ, I believe, is another, probably about, off the top of my head, probably another 20-25%, you know. And you know, so then I think you do need to stay hedged. But this video conclusion, I love those as long as you're prepared for a downturn. I believe those can work in your advantage, to your advantage in the long run. Anyway, thank you guys.